Today, we're going to be ranking the best Christmas movies of all time. Be sure to like and subscribe. Let's get into it. I grew up marathoning Christmas movies with my family during Christmas time, so I feel like I'm the perfect person to do a Christmas movie tier list because I've seen a majority of these movies. Okay, so first up is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, and I just got to say, I am going to upset so many people with this. A lot of people put it S tier. In my opinion, it is no better than a C tier movie. The perfect baseline, if you will, for Christmas. You can turn it on and completely ignore it in the background, and sometimes a funny scene will come up, like the one funny scene in the movie, and you can sit down, watch that, and go, oh, this is a great movie, but then forget the rest of it. Krampus. It was a horror movie. It had the dude from Parks and Rec in it, and it's not that good. It's an F. It's a solid F. Christmas horror movies just don't work. What even the fuck is this? I get told that I look like Arthur Christmas in this movie. I personally don't see it. I have also not seen the movie, so it's going in the not seen. Silent Night, Evil Night. Has anyone seen Silent Night, Evil Night? How have I not heard of this? Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our first S-tier movie. The Muppets Christmas Carol is an absolute certified
hood classic.
If you do not like the Muppet Christmas Carol, I do not know what to tell you. You hate Christmas more than Ebenezer Scrooge himself. This movie gives me so much joy and nostalgia. It feels like a heroin addiction. Frosty the Snowman. Okay, I want to put Frosty the Snowman lower. I personally do not find a lot of enjoyment watching it. However, it is extremely quotable. It's always on the TV. It's like Frosty the Snowman is the old reliable of Christmas movies. I'm going to have to put Frosty in the B tier. Charlie Brown's Christmas. Many people think that the Charlie Brown Christmas movie is probably overrated. I love it. The dancing scene in it is iconic. For that reason, I'm going to put it in the A tier. Frosty the Snowman is literally like a good old blowjob from that hooker behind the McDonald's drive-thru at 3 a.m. Nothing special, but you get what you pay for. Bang for the buck. Chat, that's completely correct. Frosty the Snowman is an old reliable Christmas movie, but it's slightly better than Christmas Vacation because it gives you that old walkie slush. It gives you the old Nancy Reagan, if you will. Tom and Jerry. I have not seen it, but I can confidently put a Tom and Jerry Christmas special in the F tier. A Wonderful Life. We're already at our second S tier Christmas movie, arguably the most S tier. It's a Wonderful Life. I'm gonna put that above the Muppet Christmas Carol. Arguably, It's a Wonderful Life is the Christmas movie. Miracle on 34th Street. Miracle on 34th Street is same as National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I'm gonna have to put that in the C tier. No other reason than I just think it's very, very boring and very, very overrated. Disney's A Christmas Carol. Disney's A Christmas Carol is going to go in the A tier. It's a great Christmas Carol adaptation, and it's actually scary accurate to the book, but it's not got the nostalgia of the Muppet Christmas Carol that makes it a classic, so it's just gonna stay an A. Mickey's Christmas Carol, however, does have that nostalgia factor and has the exact same reasons as the Muppet Christmas Carol. It's going up there. Lots of Christmas Carol in the S tier. Disney's The Santa Claus. I can't stand Tim Allen personally. I'm going to have to put Disney's Santa Claus in the C tier. I'm sorry. It's not an F. Now that I think about it, I'm going to put it in B tier just because I don't want to deal with the rage. White Christmas. Oh, I honestly get bored as shit watching it. I'm going to put it in the F tier. I'm looking at it and it's standing next to Krampus and Tom and Jerry, and I know that it shouldn't belong there, but to me, it does, and it makes sense. Bad Santa, that's just F tier. I do not need to tell you why. Better Watch Out. I have not seen it. Polar Express. I don't know how to express how much I hate this movie. Let me make this so clear. Polar Express is an abomination of a Christmas movie, and I will not hear otherwise. It is going in the F tier. The Nightmare Before Christmas. Listen, I grew up an emo kid. Nightmare Before Christmas is an absolute classic to me. It's going in the A tier. Remember the Night. Old Christmas movie. Have not seen it. Jim Carrey's Grinch movie is single-handedly one of the scariest horror movies of all time. Jim Carrey terrifies me as a human, and I will not put him anywhere other than C. It's not going in the F. I don't think that it's White Christmas x Krampus bad, but it's still pretty bad. Now, the animated Grinch movie, that movie is a classic. That movie I would put amongst the B tier. The original Christmas Carol adaptation I thought was just okay. I'm gonna put that in the B tier. Dr. Seuss's The Grinch, but the one that was done, I think, by the studio that did Despicable Me. Because of how much I hate that studio for creating Minions, I'm gonna put that in the F tier. Holiday Inn, I have not seen it. I'm gonna put that in the not seen. I am not comfortable putting that in the F. It could be good. Jingle All the Way, I have not seen that movie either. I have not seen a lot more of these than I thought. I probably should have vetted this list. Christmas Evil, I have not seen. If you've seen either Christmas Evil or Silent Night, Evil Night, let me know. I literally have never heard of these movies. Oh, that's the Tyler Perry movie, isn't it? Yeah, Almost Christmas, have not seen it, put it in the not seen. While You Were Sleeping is a Christmas movie? I thought that was just a rom-com. Still, I didn't like it all that much. I'm gonna put it in the C tier. A Very Merry Christmas is going into the A tier just simply because of Bill Murray. Home Alone 2. You ready for the most base take of the entire video? The Home Alone series are not good movies. Home Alone 2 is gonna go in the F tier. I think that Home Alone 1, I'm gonna skip a little bit further in the list. The Home Alone 1 is going in the C tier. I think that for some people it's nostalgic. I think that one's okay and kind of has clever moments. I'm gonna put that in the C tier. I still don't like it. I've never seen Once Upon a Christmas or heard of Once Upon a Christmas. It looks like it's got the same font as Bedtime Story. I'm done with it. Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas. All Mickey Christmas movies are so good. I grew up in a very Disney household, so I don't know if this is impacting the tier list at all, but the Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas, also S tier. Just absolutely S tier. Scrooge. I love Bill Murray. However, I do not like this movie. For that reason, I am going to put it in the C tier. Mickey's Twice Upon a Christmas is going to go in the A tier. I'm not as familiar with it. I vaguely remember it, but again, it's Mickey, so it gets that automatic top of the tier list. Elf Bowling, never heard of it. Daddy's Home 2, put that in the F tier. Christmas in Connecticut, I'm going to put that in the not seen. I'm not comfortable putting it in F. Do y'all remember Blockbuster and Family Video? I always saw a copy of Jack Frost on the shelves there, and I still have not seen it, but I can pretty confidently put it in F because I never saw anyone check it out. A Fairly Odd Christmas, to me, is going to go in the F tier. I hate Drake Bell and everything that he stands for. It's going in the F tier. Noel with Bill Hader, I thought that one was just okay. I'm going to put that in the C tier. Love Actually, similar to While You Were Sleeping, Love Actually is a classic rom-com. However, I do think that it is a Christmas movie. The elements of Christmas are what give Love Actually a lot of its extra spice. It's gonna go in the A tier. Star. Is this, I do not recognize this. Star is one of those new trope of movies where they make animals talk, I believe, and they tell stories from animal perspectives with the really crappy copy-paste animation for the animals. I'm gonna put that one confidently in F, even though I actually have not seen it. A Christmas Story. Another example of what people call classic that's actually ass. I am going to put that in the F tier. The F tier is getting quite large now. I'll Be Home for Christmas. Another one of those classics that's actually ass. It's going in the F tier. Shrek the Halls. Shrek the Halls, because it's Shrek, will be going in the B tier. I do not think it is a very good special. However, Shrek is awesome. I'm going to put that in the B tier just for the sake of the movie, for the sake of the character, for the sake of the pop culture icon that Shrek has become. Elf. Here you go. Are you ready for this? This is probably my most controversial opinion. In college, when people heard about this opinion, they got very, 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 very mad. Elf is an awful movie. It's an awful Christmas movie. There's not even a funny scene in it. I'm going to be putting Elf. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Here's what I'm going to do because of Elf. I forgot that Elf existed. Here's what I'm going to do for Elf. I'm going to create a completely new category called Double F Fuck Elf. Chat says there are two types of people, those who hate Elf and those who won't stop telling you they hate Elf. Yeah, that's me. I think this one is called Claus. I'm going to put that one in the not seen because I have not seen it and I do not have an opinion on it otherwise. Rudolph. Rudolph is going in the S tier. That's a classic. This concludes our definitive, absolutely 100% accurate, unarguably correct Christmas movie tier list. If you think I'm wrong, you're wrong firstly, but second of all, let me know in the comments down below. I am open to heated debate. Let me know if there's a Christmas movie that I missed. It's absolutely possible. I just used a random list. I just picked a random list online that looked pretty comprehensive. That being said, thank you for watching the video. I greatly appreciate it. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I still don't know how to end a video, so I guess just peace.